Okay. Lions at Packers. Packers minus 2.5 is the line. Game total 47.5. Splits here. 79% of the bets in the spread coming on the Lions, 89% of the bets in the total coming to the under, and 51% of the bets on my line coming in the Packers. Okay. So when it comes to this game, it's Green Bay at home is really the handy. I mean, these two teams have they faced each other a ton in the past because in the same division. I don't love the starting with the season with a divisional game like this, but what are you going to do? I just, I hate using preseason to do anything as a handicap. The Lions look so bad.
Yeah.
They look disorganized. They look, yeah, that's big. They just didn't. They looked like they didn't know what they were trying to do out there. Now, at a certain point, that has to stop being. That has to kind of their offense has to look like an offense at some point during the preseason. I never really saw them click the same way that they've clicked before. I think the brain drain there is real, and I think there are some challenges as far as the roster goes. As far as they've lost some pieces over the last few years. They still have their weapons. They still have a lot of guys at the head of the powers, but I just think this is Green Bay at home, and I'd be taking it whether or not Micah Parsons plays. I think this is a Green Bay spot. I'll lay the 2.5. If Parsons plays and plays well, fantastic. If he doesn't, again, not going to cry about it. I think, the Packers, they gave up a defensive lineman, so you're not going to see much in terms of this season from impact from that trade. So, sadly, hate to say it, but go Pack. No, Packers minus 2.5.
Yeah.
What say you?
Uh, yeah, I agree. I'm on the Packers minus 2.5. The Lions did look sloppy, and the big question is whether or not losing their offensive and defensive coordinators has any impact going forward. Um, Again, yeah, like you said, if Parsons is healthy and plays, it's a big difference maker. Obviously, the Lions are getting back a lot of players too, like Aiden Hutchinson, so that um, has an impact as well. Lions were 12-6 last year ATS, 12-6-1 ATS last year. Packers were 9-9. Lions on the road were 7-1 ATS, and Packers were 5-4 ATS at home.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm on the Packers. I again, like you said, I hate to do it based on the Lions' preseason performance, but yeah, they did look disorganized, and you have to wonder whether or not that's due to them losing their coordinators.
I think it's a big impact. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just did not look. I mean, again, I know it's preseason, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. But the fact that if they looked disorganized for just like the first game, I'd be like, okay, fine. It's a Hall of Fame game. Is whatever it was. But the fact that it like stayed the same, so you didn't see much improvement throughout the preseason. That's what has me concerned. That's why I take it a bit more seriously. So I'll lay the 2.5 at the Packers. We're in agreement here.
All right.